Hello, beautiful people. Did you miss me? Hi, everybody. This is Sammy from Not Your Average Globe, a safe place where we come, we talk all things mental health, spirituality, and quite a bit of tarot. If you're new here, hi, I'm happy to have you. If you're not new here, welcome back. You've probably been like, Sammy, where the heck have you been? Well, life got a little interesting and I had to take a break for a minute. Quick story time. You can fast forward through this if you're not interested. I went rollerblading with my daughter, Nova, and while we were rollerblading, she fell, took out my feet out from underneath me, and I stupidly tried not to land on her, so I braced with my arm back like this, and it pushed my right shoulder forward, dislocated and fractured my shoulder. So for the last month, I've been in a sling and doing PT and trying to get my shoulder back in working order. I'm feeling better now. It's not 100% healed, but I can move and do and shuffle the cards and stuff now. And I don't have to be in a sling all the time. I still have to do my PT and stuff. But I'm starting to feel better. So I'm back. And if I ever take a break, people who've been here a while, they know that if Sam takes a break, no matter how long it is, she's coming back. I've been at this for about 6 years now, so you don't ever have to worry about me not coming back. Today's a really, really, really fun concept that I've wanted to do for a long time. The concept is what's in the bag. So basically, say you're trying to manifest something or you have a goal. What's something that it's already done, God, the universe, whatever it is that you believe in has already decided maybe it's yours. You don't have to force it. You don't have to work really hard at it. I'm not telling you that working and putting towards practical steps isn't necessarily, because that is a necessary part of manifestation, but it's not something you need to stress about because it's already done. It's in the bag, right? What's already predestined for you, what's meant to be yours. That's the concept of today's video. So if that sounds interesting to you, let's get into our pile selection. I got 3 different bags or purses for you to choose from, but one of them is masculine. So if you are a man and you're I don't really want to choose a feminine purse, but we don't do gender norms here. So if you want a feminine purse, do that. But I did get Steven's kilt bag. So this is Steven's kilt bag. This is going to be pile number 1. It's going to be this lovely little kilt bag. Steven has worn it to multiple Ren fairs and fantasy events. So that's bag number 1. Oh, and there's going to be stuff in the bag. And I kind of put this stuff in the bag a while ago and I forgot what's in there. So that'll be a fun little surprise. And then pile number 2 is gonna be my daughter's cupcake bag. So this is gonna be pile number 2, this cute little cupcake bag. The confetti kind of moves around and it's really cute, sparkly. And then pile number 3 is going to be my favorite bag. It's gonna be this gorgeous sculptural, it's a designer bag, but it's not thousands and thousands of dollars designer bag. This is more a collection piece. It is independent artist. Yeah. So this is gonna be pile number 3. Okay. We'll just call this the sculptural bag. Okay. So without further ado, let's jump into it. Hello, pile number 1. If you chose the cute little kilt satchel bag, then this is going to be your reading on what's in the bag. So first things first, we're gonna do a little energy check with popsicle sticks. That does get pretty noisy. So if you have headphones on, take them off now because I'm about to shake this box and it's gonna get loud, okay? Ready? Go. Shake, 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 Sonora, shake your body now. Work it all the time. Okay, I believe you. Immediately I'm hearing the theme song to Outlander. You got psychic. You got country. You got fashion industry. Ooh, pop off. You got piercings, dark skinned. Pop off. Love good melanated skin. Square face. Can't relate, but love it. Love a strong jawline. Rich, Deep thinker. Education. Works with animals. That one's a smudge, so it was hard for me to read it. Round face. I love a little round face. Extroverted. Okay. Nice. Large group of friends. Okay. Can't relate. A gamer. Nice. Small hands and feet. Can relate. I have these teeny tiny little Burger King hands. Like my hands, when you put them up to a normal person's hands, they look like children's hands. My hands are tiny. Struggles with addiction. Okay. Romantic. And let me get reader, soft skin, mental health struggles, and a comfort zone. Those are your identifiers, but don't worry, we're gonna get a couple more because when we pull this stuff out of the purse, it's really gonna hone in, okay? All right, now, I got a little cheat sheet here. I won't lie to you. I don't have my runes memorized, like what each symbol means. So I got a cheat sheet. It is what it is. All right, so let's see. What does my pile number 1 people have in the bag? What's destined for them, Spirit? My pile number 1. Okay. Travel. Okay. Conflict. Defiance. Interesting. What is this one? Strength, reliability, vision, creativity. Interesting. Okay. So the first one that came out is the one that's kind of shaped like a little R. I'm not going to try to pronounce these. I'm going to murder them if I do. This one. Okay. And this one. And this one. Okay. So one's about travel. Okay. And then one's about conflict. And then one's about strength and reliability. And then the last one is about like creativity. So when I put those together, I'm getting this storyline of somebody who has recently come through a conflict. I'm almost getting like a move or like a relocation because of conflict. But let's pull some tarot cards. Oh, immediately. Judgment in reverse. 4 of Cups in reverse. Interesting. Let's pull some tarot cards and get a little bit more on the storyline, okay? Get where you're at now. And some people are gonna get frustrated. I can already hear the comments. The question is what's in the bag for me? Why are you getting past energy? Because we hide the vegetables in my channel. I help you guys grow. That's what Not Your Average Grow means. I help you grow up mentally, emotionally, spiritually. This isn't just about a physical, like, glowing up. This is from the inside out. So in order to do that, we got to see where you are at currently. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Yep, there we have it. Okay, so I can see that in the past, somebody was trying to juggle something, okay, because you got the 2 of Pentacles here, and they weren't able to keep a strong balance within their life. No matter what this is, take this how it resonates for you, okay? So it might be trying to balance like your career and your romantic life, or your social life with your more structured life, or like somebody was trying to juggle. For some of you, and this will not be for everybody, for some of you, this might be you were trying to juggle 2 people, like you cheated, right? And in doing so, everything kind of slipped through your fingers. It's like you didn't have a healthy balance. You were trying to juggle, but you didn't know how, right? And things were out of balance. Things were not copacetic. I'm struggling with this one. Your energy's coming out a little clouded. I'm not going to lie to you. Yeah, you need clarity. There's nostalgia here. There's like a looking back energy. I'm hearing in my mind's ear, like Soul's wife, like turning around, turning into a pillar of salt. Somebody was trying to juggle something, whether it was two people. I am getting for someone that it is two people. And in doing so, when it was revealed that that's what you were doing, you kind of lost out on both, right? And now, or you might not have lost out on both, because this man has two full cups in the background, but he's focused on these cups, right? So it's like you might have missed out on the better option, or it's kind of like, okay, now I'm seeing Derek Shepherd in Grey's Anatomy. There's a scene in like season like 8 or so where they're trying to make up their mind on a surgery, and April Kepner is working with him at the time. And or no, is it April or is it, this isn't important, but my brain's stuck on it now. Is it April or is it might be Lexi. I think it's Lexi. But they're trying to decide on what method they should do for a surgery, like in neurology. And he's like, we're gonna keep it to a coin toss. And she's like, a coin toss, like this is a really serious decision. And he's like, yeah, but when the coin's in the air, it helps me to gain clarity, because I will then think about what side I'm wanting it to land on. There's something here about that sort of energy where it's like you gambled a little bit, right? And it was like, it wasn't until the coin was already flipping through the air that you realized what it is you wanted, right? And I feel like it landed on the other side of the coin than what you actually wanted. So like if this was two people, you gambled and you fucked around and you found out and you lost out on the person that you actually truly wanted, like on a soul level. Or you might have lost out on both of them. And I feel like this is making you feel disempowered, right? You're not completely in reverse, but you're not upright. You're kind of disempowered. It's like you want to be the emperor of your life. This doesn't matter. This is not gendered. This is energies, not body parts, okay? Incense, in case you're wondering what's happening, it's incense. It smells lovely, by the way. It smells like cinnamon. Cinnamon's about abundance. Like you can blow cinnamon through your doorway to bring in abundance. It's like, yeah, there's something here about like you feeling disempowered, you feeling not abundant, like you don't have enough to give. And maybe that's why you were juggling, because nobody cheats more than a broke man. I'm sorry. I said it. It's true. Nobody cheats more than a broke man. Or a man with a little bitty, I'm just saying, because they feel like they have something to prove. They feel like they're not good enough, right? So they go out into the world for that validation. Anyways, so you might be wondering, okay, well, if that's the backstory, what's in the bag for me? All right, let's figure it out. So Spirit, now that we know a little bit of the backstory, feeling disempowered, what's in the bag for them? This might not be the most positive reading. The moon in reverse, the lovers in reverse, oof, the world in reverse, justice in reverse, 5 of Pentacles upright, yikes. Ooh, High Priestess in reverse, 3 of Cups in reverse. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this one's not the best energy. So this is like clouded intuition, not knowing which way to move forward. This is like poverty, feeling broke, feeling left out. This is like things not going your way, like kind of like out of God's grace. Like God loves you regardless, right? But sometimes in life, you make your own choices. Like, you have free will, right? And sometimes God's like, all right, you want to go down that path, I'm going to let you do it, but you're going to reap the consequences of your own actions. I've been going through this with my daughter, Gianna, over and over and over and over and over again. Like, these are the consequences of your actions. Your actions have direct consequences, right? Because she likes to act very impulsively. So I don't beat my children or anything like that. I'm not like a passive parent. I'm not like what some people would call like a gentle parent, but I am technically a gentle parent because I don't really spank my children. I don't yell at them. I have consequences for my children that directly correlate with what they did wrong, right? And I talk them through what they did wrong. And sometimes I'm stern, right? Like, just because you don't beat your children or yell at your children doesn't mean that your children just get to act however, you know. My children say yes ma'am, no ma'am, please, and thank you. My children know how to act out in public, because even though I'm not gonna beat them, I'll be like, you got me fucked up. Like, what are you doing? You know, like, my kids know that I'll look at them and be like, and they'll get it together, because absolutely not. There will be consequences, right? I feel like somebody acted very impulsively. It's giving like this young, youthful, childlike, not thinking something through energy. I'm really getting somebody cheated. Yikes. If that storyline is not fitting for you, you may need to pick another pile, or it may be like you were, I'm gonna do a separate storyline because I am hearing that probably somebody else is gonna watch this. Same cards, different storyline. Because the Lovers can also be about like partnership. It doesn't necessarily have to be about romance, right? But it usually is. For some of you, you might not have cheated or anything. You might have just had a really hard time striking that like work life, private life balance, right? And you were juggling. And because of that, you maybe became a workaholic, or you became very depressed, and because you had mental health struggles, you had alcoholism, you had, you know, stuff come out that was not great in the popsicle sticks as well. I'm getting that kind of left you feeling quite alone, quite isolated. And I'm also getting like a lack of self-love, and like the world in reverse reminds me very much so of like the Devil card. Like, because the world, okay, you have the higher realms, like the 5D, right? And then you have the 3D, the earthly realms. And in the Bible, I'm not Christian, but in the Bible, Satan, the devil, whatever, rules over the earthly plane, right? He rules over earthly things. And I'm seeing that that scene in God's Not Dead, where the kind of narcissistic asshole son goes to visit his mom with dementia, like the older lady, and he's all like, you know, you're this great woman, and you know, you always lived your life right, you always read your Bible, and look at me, I'm this, I'm that, and blah blah blah, but you know, it's not fair. You're basically, I'm a piece of shit. You're a great godly person, and look at you. So clearly God's not real, like was his mentality. And the mom, who had like severe dementia, had this like lucid moment, and she goes on to explain that sometimes the devil will, and this is all metaphorically speaking, I don't believe in the devil, okay? I really don't. So this is all metaphorical. Take it how it resonates with you. If you're Christian, that's lovely. Take it literally, okay? We respect all religions, all spiritualities here. But sometimes the devil, or the archetype of like the adversary, or lower vibrational energy, or even just the ego, right? It will allow you to be comfortable so that you stay complacent and you don't move on in life, right? And then, because she goes on to explain, like, you know, your palace, then the doors slam shut and you're in a prison, right? I feel like somebody might have got comfortable in a way of life, and that way of life would be the earthly plane, like lower vibrational energies, drinking, partying, sleeping around, you know, they got comfortable there, right? That's where the comfort zone was. Well, in being there, the doors kind of slammed shut and they lost an opportunity to be in a higher vibrational energy, right? Whether it be with somebody else who's maybe higher vibrational and they didn't want to stay in that lower vibrational place. They're like, okay, that was fun, but let's grow the fuck up now. I'm ready for marriage and kids, and, I want a serious career, and, I don't want to be hanging out at the bars all the time. I don't want to be, drinking with your friends every weekend. I have shit to do, right? I have a life to live. That's no longer fun for me, right? Or it's you got caught up, right? So maybe you because drug addiction and stuff came out, maybe it was like, oh yeah, well, I'm gonna just do a casual little bump, it's snowing, it's or I'm going to a rave, and I got my friend Molly here with me, you know what I mean? And it's like, okay, but then that one Molly turns into, now we're doing coke, now we're doing heroin, now we're doing this, and it all just kind of spirals, right? And the door slams shut and you're stuck in full-blown addiction, especially in the here and now. I need you to hear me. Drugs aren't the way they were in the 90s, okay? Everything's laced, everything's, you're gonna get caught up eventually. Seeing it happen over and over and over and over again in my group of friends, and it makes me so sad. It's my dad's an addict, like bad one. It's the reason I won't try hard drugs. I won't do it. You can't peer pressure me into it. I will punch you in the face if you even try. Like, if I say no, no means no. Like, I'll smoke weed. I've done shrooms, but I won't do hard drugs. I don't abuse pills. I won't, no. Because I've seen it fuck so many people's lives up, right? And I don't mean that judgmentally. If you're an addict, I love you, and I'll pray for you, and I will manifest that you find your healing, right? Because we're all addicts in our own way, right? But I won't be around it. I don't hang out with people who do hard drugs. I don't welcome stuff like that into my home. And I feel like there's a need here, because I kind of got off on a tangent, and some of you guys might be sitting here thinking, well, what does this have to do with this reading? I feel like somebody's kind of in a very lower vibrational place. 22 on the clock when I said that. So confirmation. Somebody's in this very lower vibrational place, and they're kind of wondering, well, what's in the bag for me? And right now, Spirit is saying you're reaping exactly what you're sowing. I went into this reading with the intention that this is all going to be blessings and excitement and fun. And this is a pretty not great reading. So I'm going to pull some more cards, because I'm hearing that will be for somebody, like a specific subgroup, but there's a separate subgroup that I feel like will not resonate with this, that did pick this bag. And if that is you, then thank you so much for staying for so long. But if I did that reading and that seemed like I was talking about you, even if you were kind of reluctant and you didn't want to hear it and it was uncomfy, then that was your message. The second portion is not, okay? For that first subgroup of people, your message is you're gonna reap your karma. So if you're doing drugs, you're gonna get caught up with the police. It's not gonna be great. If you cheated on somebody, your wife's gonna leave you. Like so on and so forth. Like, it's very common sense. Now, for the separate subgroup of people, let's clear that energy, because I feel like that was a very specific energy, and I don't want this reading to be so low vibrational. So we're still gonna stay on that same bag, because I feel like not everybody who chooses this bag is going to be in that lower vibrational energy. So all right, separate subgroup of people. I'm going to do, like, instead of pile 1, 2, and 3, I think I'm going to do pile 1A and then pile 1B because that was not what I was intending to pick up on. Okay. All right, now pile 1B. If you chose this bag and you did not resonate with the first little bit, we're going to start over and we're going to get a reading for you. Okay. Pile higher vibrational people that choose pile number 1. Okay. Gender fluid, healer, bilingual, outgoing, large breasts, procrastinates, YouTuber, old money again, commitment issues, goes to therapy, preppy, gothic, your best friend, go-getter, deep thinker, loves naps, junk food, does not want kids, psychic, religious. It says addict here, but I'm really not getting like drugs or alcohol. Take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, but that's kind of pile 1A. I don't want to get back into that energy. This could be other addictions like video games, soda, so on and so forth. Work from home, shy, kind face, hobbyist, loner, kind-hearted, copper hair, and freckles. Okay. Hold on, I'm gonna turn these cards over. We're gonna start this energy over. Fertility, birth, okay. Partnerships, gifts, breakthrough, awakening, and travel. Okay, so if you have been wanting a baby, that's coming through. That's in the bag for you. If you have not been wanting a baby, but say you're having unprotected sex, you're gonna wind up with the baby. Just saying, okay? Travel's coming through as well. A higher awakening, or I'm getting also like a growing up spiritually, mentally, emotionally, like a new leveling up in your evolution. And it doesn't all have to be super woo-woo, like ego death and like psychic gifts and all that. So I'm getting a very practical, grounded energy. And a breakthrough. So like, say for example, you have like an addiction to food or an addiction to video games. I'm getting that you're finally just gonna like cut the crap and take accountability for yourself. Like instead of making excuses, you're gonna just like quit doing it as much. You know, like, oh, well, I have an addiction to sugar, so quit buying sugar. Don't make that readily available in your house. You know what I mean? Like so on and so forth. So that being said, let's jump into the cats. Ooh, you don't want to shuffle now, do you? Ooh, the Lovers. Okay, so breakthrough in a relationship. Yes, the World. Seeing world from new perspective, justice upright. This is interesting. I wonder, okay, hear me out. This is highly specific and this will not be for everybody, but I'm wondering if somebody's gonna have 2 kids and it's twin boys. This has come out in multiple readings for myself. So this might just be for me. This might just be for Steven, you know, but only take that if it resonates. If not, then this could also be like a remembrance of the past and like where you came from, but like not ruminating on the past, not like stuck in the past. It's kind of just like a fondness, like a looking back, like where you've grown. I'm hearing like marriage proposal energy too. Like this is giving very like, yeah, you got the sun right there. Yeah. Happiness, contentment in life. Yeah. Such better energy. King of Cups. So if you're masculine energy, really like coming from this heart-centered place. Yeah. Walking away from a time of heartbreak. And like this is a better season. The Empress, because you found your Empress. Yes. If you're a woman, this is giving like motherly, because the Empress is the mother, right? If you're a man, it's giving like heart-centered, emotionally intelligent, takes accountability. Man, love to see it. Yes. Okay. Anyways, you guys want to see what's in your bag? Because I forgot what's in the bag. Okay, so you got a little rubber ducky. So somebody might drive a Jeep, or maybe they've been wanting a Jeep, or they like applied for like a car loan or something. They want a Jeep, because I always like associate ducks with like Jeeps, because people duck Jeeps. Also, this is kind of giving like a cool like gothic duck, so maybe somebody's a little goth. Interesting. I'm hearing rubber ducky, you're the one. You make bath time so much fun. So maybe there's something here also about like a cleanliness. Ooh, or like a ritualistic bath. If you've done a ritualistic bath, like you bathed with intention, it's worked, okay? Snorlax. Okay, so this is a Snorlax Pokemon card. So I feel like what's in the bag for you is a time of rest, a time of also like overcoming laziness, because Snorlax is like a Pokemon that's like known to like, he's constantly lazy. He's kind of a chunky little dude, just eating his little snacks and sleeping all the time, you know. I feel like on this card it says rolling tackle and heavy impact. I feel like there's going to be something in your life that has a heavy impact on your mentality. So like maybe, say for example, you were going to have a kid, right? I feel like having kids is going to really like have this momentous effect on your like mental health in a very positive way. Let's see what else is in the bag. Schedule for events. Guess. Oh, okay. So this is like a little time slot of a event that Steven and I went to. It's called the Fantasy and Fae Soiree. It's like a fantasy ball. So maybe like if you've been wanting to like go to an event or be invited to this big party or something like that, like you're trying to manifest something like that, it's in the bag. Also, I'm getting like a full schedule, because like this is like a planned out hour by hour schedule. So I'm also getting that you are coming into a time when you're going to be quite busy, but it's going to feel fun. Like it's going to feel eventful. Like this is a full schedule, but this is all like fun events, right? I'm getting that, say for example, you were trying to manifest a new career or something. It's going to take off, but it's going to take off quickly. And you're going to have to be very methodical and very deliberate with how you spend your time, right? So if say for example you are having kids take up a lot of your time. Say for example, we were talking about earlier like being addicted to like video games and stuff. You might have to like schedule in like an hour or so a day to play video games instead of spending 12 hours a day playing video games. Here's a little rock that looks like a little piece of bread. This is a rock, but it looks like a little piece of bread. So I feel like also if you've been struggling for food, or I've been wondering how like you're gonna put groceries on the table, that's coming in. No need to worry about that. That is like, it's in the bag. You're gonna be provided for. Also though, say for example, you are trying to lose weight or something. I feel like it's just gonna happen, because I'm getting like, you know, this looks like a piece of bread, but if you bit into this, it's not gonna taste good, right? It's a rock, right? So I'm getting that like, not like ash in your mouth, like food, you can't enjoy food, but I feel like you're gonna be more deliberate about what you put in your mouth. You know, like how you eat, how you exercise. A bluesmith. Okay, so this is a man-made crystal or stone, right? It's made by like sound waves and stuff. It's really neat. It's one of Steven's favorite stones. But I'm getting like, if you've been building something, if you've been working at something, like trying to build a good life for yourself, trying to diet and exercise, you're gonna reap the results of what you've been practically hands-on working at, right? So this is like a man-made stone, and like I'm really getting man-made. So what you've been putting your time and energy into is what you're gonna receive, right? Sorry, the sticker's not wanting to come out. And then we got one more thing in here. This might not seem, well, nope, two more things. This might not seem like much, but it's important. Okay, this right here is a root, and it's called a devil's shoelace, and it's actually like used in, like, this is old magic, okay? This is used in like old folk magic, and it's also sometimes used in like hoodoo, voodoo. Which is a closed practice. If you look like me, don't practice hoodoo or voodoo, but this is not, this particular like herb, don't eat this or digest it, it's toxic, is also used in folk magic. So this is not closed practice, okay? But hoodoo voodoo is. I just need to say that because some people, they be doing some dumb shit in the spiritual community. Okay, so it's called devil's shoelace. It is a root, right? And it's toxic, so you don't want to eat it or steep it or anything like that, but you can put it in your bag and it protects you from lower vibrational energies, right? So I'm getting here that wherever you're moving forward in life, you're doing so with protection, and you're also going to have like a lot of steam. This is not Calcifer, but it's reminding me of Calcifer from Howl's Moving Castle, and he was like this little demon, like fire demon, that like powered Howl's house, and he was also Howl's like energy source. I feel like there's going to be a new fire lit within you, and it's going to be like a new energy, a new rebirth. So I'm feeling like you're going to get a new charge, a new like jolt in life, a new motivation. Also, I feel like you're going to have a little bit more clarity, and I feel like there's something here about like your dreams, because I'm getting like the moon, intuition, but I'm also getting like nighttime. I'm getting that like something about your dreams being prophetic in nature. Okay, and then you got black tourmaline, which absorbs lower vibrational energy. It's also protective, so highly protective at this time. You got a little compass here, so I'm hearing your North Star. So you're being directed in a direction, right? And if you follow where you're being pulled to, you're going to be quite happy, quite satisfied in life. Finally, what's in the bag for you is money. But this is like practical, tactical, slow-built wealth. This isn't like lots of money. These are coins, right? Also, these are from Singapore. So if somebody's from Singapore, then let this be extra confirmation to you that you did, in fact, select the correct pile. Also, this bag is like Scottish, Irish in nature, so to come from that lineage, pick the right pile, but you don't have to in order for this reading to resonate. But anyways, this is like slow-built wealth. This is something you've been working at, something you've been like accumulating. Also travel, because Singapore, I'm not from Singapore, I'm in America, right? But this is money from another country. So yeah, if you've been wanting to travel, if you've been wanting to lose weight, if you've been wanting to go to more events or start a new career, and you've been scared to do so, you are so highly protected in doing so. Like protection energy came out so strong, like so strong. Came out in the runes, came out with the double shoelace, came out in the stones you got. Like you are protected to move forward with your goals. So like if you've been wanting to propose or something like that, Spirit's like, you can do it. She's gonna say yes, you know. If you've been wanting to start a family, Spirit's like, you can do it. Like especially like there's something here about like food and like wondering if you're gonna have enough like monetarily to provide. Spirit's like, don't stress that, because you're gonna have food on the table. You're gonna, as long as you work, as long as you do your part, everything's gonna fall into place. It's in the bag. So thank you, pile number one. Whew, that was a long pile. Okay. Let's clear that energy. Do, do, do. Pile number 2. If you chose this cute little cupcake purse, then this is going to be your reading on what's in the bag. First things first, we're going to have some popsicle sticks, and they are, in fact, going to be noisy. So if you have headphones on, go ahead and take them off. Ready? Shake, 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 Sonora, shake the body line. Work, Sonora, work it all the time. Okay, I believe you. Deep thinker, fair skin, crooked teeth, great kisser, quiet, from a different place, touch me not, feels like home, influencer, close to family, detached, romantic, light brown hair, gamer, player, dark skinned, freckles, teacher, had plastic surgery, piercings, loves kids, music lover, long and lanky, dark brown eyes, afro hair, juicy booty, gym rat, just feels right, chill, small hands and feet, spirit's telling me to get some more, bossy, soulmate, tall, edgy style, hubby wifey vibes. All right. What is in the bag for my pile number 2, my cupcake purse people? Breakthrough, awakening, nice. Vision, revolution, creativity, nice. Okay, strength, reliability, nice. Okay, and joy, comfort, love, to see it. Okay, so you're gonna come into an easier season. And now with this bag, I'm hearing this song by Lana Del Rey. Now my life is sweet like cinnamon, like a fucking dream I'm living in, yeah. Okay, nice, love to see it. So let's see what's in the bag for you. Queen of Pentacles, yeah, you're stepping into your 10 of Pentacles. Yes, Wheel of Fortune, yes, love to see it. So yeah, you're coming into money, honey. You are coming into money. You are coming into a peaceful life where you feel provided for. Your home life is going to feel quite nice because the 10 of Pentacles is like you have absolutely everything you could want monetarily. Like if you've been in a season of struggle, it's soon to be over. Yeah. No longer are you going to be caught up in your head overthinking like how to live. Like you're stepping out of that. You've moved on from that. You are walking into your Empress energy because you've done the healing work. I'm so happy for you guys. Yes, this is my shit. This is my jam. I am so proud of you. Yeah, because you've been putting in the work. You've been working your ass off. I feel like you've been overthinking just over and over and over again. There's these little voices in your head, right? And it might be about traditionality, like being traditional. Like there might be, yeah, okay. So here's a little bit of the backstory. Yep. Okay, so there's this little voice in your head. Or it might be like your programming, it might be your family or your ancestors, or like it's expectations placed upon you, right? This is what's expected of you. And you're like, that doesn't align with me. I don't want that. And you taking a leap of faith and it working out for you. So this is you stepping away from something that's expected of you, maybe tradition of some sort. So like, say your family wanted you to marry very specifically. This is you deciding, I don't want to marry them. I don't want that. Or following a certain career path. Like maybe there's a family business or something. And your dad expected you to take over the family business. And you're like, I kind of want to do this thing. Or maybe this is when it comes to, pertains to like religion, spirituality. You're taking the less traditional path, the road less traveled, right? Now I'm hearing just around the river bend, the open shore. So there's a part of that song in Pocahontas where she talks about the river kind of splits off, and she's like, am I gonna go down the smooth path or like the path with the currents, the path with, what is the word that I'm looking for? Where it's like little mini waterfalls, rapids, that's the word I was looking for. Oh, also I'm feeling like a little ungrounded, but it's not like it's like an excitement, right? It's like an adventure. I feel like you have dared to go out on an adventure and it's going to work out for you, right? And you might have in the past been listening to these voices and it made you feel trapped, made you feel small, right? But you've healed that, you've worked on that, and you've put steps forward, and they're gonna pop the fuck off for you because you're stepping away from the past, right? You're stepping away from the voices. You're not getting caught up in them anymore. You're starting a new chapter, and it's gonna pay off for you. All right, now let's see what those blessings look like. Tea. You guys are tea. I knew this pile. I just knew with the energy of the purse that this was gonna feel fun. I'm getting like childishness. So there's people in your life that might think that you are being childlike, that you are being dumb or impulsive because you're taking a risk, right? Because what you're doing maybe hasn't been done before by anybody, or maybe it hasn't been done before in your family line or something. Like, say for example, you wanted to be a YouTuber, right? The older generations, like the boomers and stuff, they're like, the fuck, you can't do that. Or maybe you want to be an artist or something. The older generations, they don't understand that way of thinking. They're like, no, you need to be a doctor, a lawyer, a teacher, something where like you get a steady paycheck. Like, but you're like, no, that's not my dream. I want to do this. And they might not understand it, so they're like, oh, well, she's just being a child, she's just being a dreamer, she's just, like, so on and so forth. But it's gonna pay off. It's gonna pay off. It's gonna pay off. So what's in the bag? Okay, first you get a witch's ball. Okay, I collected this on my walk. So in like old folk magic, you can put these like above your doorway or keep them in your pocket or your bag, and they protect you, right? I'm also getting like a neurodivergent autistic sort of energy because I'm getting that comedian, he says, I keep rocks in my pocket, but I'm not, and he says the R word, and he's kind of teasing himself about like being neurodivergent. And I'm getting like pebbling, and like neurodivergent people, when they go to the beach, they tend to like look at the shells. Like their autism really autisms when they're out in nature, right? We tend to slow down. We tend to notice the little things. But I'm getting like somebody like collecting things in nature. I'm getting also, there's something here about neurodivergence and like an infantilization of that. Like maybe it came from a family, and your family kind of babied you, or they underestimated you. Like they didn't think you were going to, this makes me quite sad, they didn't really think that you would be wealthy or that you would get married and have kids or stuff like that, because they felt like you couldn't do it because you were too young at heart, too naive, too childish. Like I keep hearing childish, right? Because this is my daughter's purse and she's 7, But Spirit's saying like you are magical. Like this is a witch's ball, like magical and protected. Like you're not just flitting about like, oops, catch me, woo, and like just jumping off of ledges. It's like you take those leaps of faith because you are so tuned in to a higher frequency where it's like, you're going to be caught because you're being led by Spirit. It's my belief that people with autism and ADHD are actually like more connected, like they're to the higher planes. I'm not trying to convince you of that. That's not grounded in science or anything. It's just a theory that I have, that those like ADHD like thoughts that just pop in your head, like random song and whatever, those are downloads from Spirit, right? Okay, you also got malachite, which is used to help bring in positive change. It also absorbs negative energy. So I feel like there's something highly here about protection and leaving behind negative people, like letting those people kind of like dissolve into the background, right? You also got a washa here. So something about self-care and like toning, right? Because this is used to like help with like inflammation and, you know, all that. So if you've been like, say, working out or trying to tone or like trying to work on your beauty regimen, it's paying off. And what's in the bag for you is you're gonna see real results of that in the very near future, like the very near future. I feel like people are already seeing the results. You might not see it because it's a gradual process for you, but people who don't see you every day, they're like, damn girl, you look good, you know, like real good. Okay. I also got the dream catcher sticker here. So maybe somebody's native or indigenous. But there's also something here about like the dream catchers protect you from lower vibrational energy when you sleep, when you're in the astral planes. This so much protection energy here. Yeah. Like maybe you travel to the astrals, like you astral project a lot, or you lucid dream. Yeah, there's something here about that. And you also got this cute little ice cream cone here. Yeah, I'm hearing she lick me like a lollipop. So maybe this life about to be real good. Also, if you want new glasses, I don't know, I got that this little ice cream cone's got little like heart glasses on. I got that, like, if you've been wanting new glasses or something, they're gonna come in, they're gonna look real cute on you. Also, you got some money. This is, I don't know the proper name for this is money from the Arab something. So if you are from the Middle East, this is extra confirmation for you that this is your reading. Okay. Also, these are quite pretty. I'm hearing Arabian Nights, Arabian Day, which is from Aladdin, and I'm getting the genie. And look, my incense holder literally looks like a genie lamp, and I didn't notice that in any of the other piles, but right now I'm focused in on it. I'm getting the true, like, your wish is my command. Like, you got 3 wishes, you made them, and they're coming true. And people might think that these wishes are outlandish or they're unrealistic or they're whatever. Like, nobody thought Aladdin was going to end up with Jasmine, but he did though. He did though, you know? It's giving that. That's what's in the bag for you, my pile number 2. I hope you enjoyed that. And if you did, leave a comment. Let me know where you're from if you feel so called to. You guys can like, subscribe, share. There's also a donation link here in my Dropbox. It's not expected, but if you'd like to tip or anything like that, there is my Cash App and Venmo there, and it is always appreciated, never expected. So thank you, love you, bye. Yes, girl, let's jump into pile number 3, my favorite. Let's go. If you chose this bag, then you are my pile number 3. Let's get into your reading. You are my people if you chose this bag. This is my favorite bag. I have had this bag on my Pinterest forever. I treated myself to this as a belated Christmas present. Like, this is one of my favorite things I own, okay? But we're gonna put her to the side for a minute. And we're gonna first get some identifiers. So it's gonna be noisy, so pile number 3. My Bolsonaro people. The arts. Oh yeah, this bag is artistic as fuck. Organized. From a different place. Kind-hearted. Light brown hair. Procrastinates. Fair skin. touch me not, quiet, curvy build, dark humor, mixed, detached from family, polyamorous, long distance, cuddle bug, charity work, stylish, well-educated, therapy, wise, hardworking, divorced, small hands and feet, trying to get more music industry, trying to get more dreads or braids or locks, mental health struggles, blunt, hobbyist, distinct scar or birthmark. Okay. Pile number 3. My Free Woman Bag people. That's the name of this bag, by the way. It's the Free Woman Bag by Bosinelli, I think is how you pronounce the designer. Partnerships, gifts, psychological blocks. I wonder what that's about. Okay. Wealth, abundance. It's about your wealth, your abundance. All right. Heirlooms. Interesting. Interesting. I'm going to pull some cards before I start channeling, but I'm already getting a little bit. So you have some financial blockages, but they're all kind of in your head. They're psychological. And it's something to do with like your lineage, where you come from. Like it's giving kind of your parents are kind of broke, you didn't come from money, therefore they kind of like instilled in you like work, you know, you gotta do instead of you gotta be. And it's, yeah, your childhood, it's kind of made you not trust that abundance is infinite and that abundance is for you. But I'm hearing that it is for you, because this bag is the most expensive bag over there. It's not like thousands of dollars expensive. It's a $600 bag, in case you're wondering. And I don't mean that as like a flex or anything like that. I spent tax return money on it. I'm not walking around with $600 extra to spend. It was an impulse buy, not entirely, because I had it on my Pinterest board for a couple of years. But Spirit wanted me to channel the bag for a second. You see how it's a woman doing a back bend and how she's very open, and even this part is a nipple, right? There's something here about like bending yourself backwards to appease other people, right? And a wound in the heart chakra, because like a pierced nipple, right? But also like a rebellion. Like there's a defiance here. This is called the Free Woman Bag, right? This is not a lower vibrational bag. This bag's about like celebrating femininity and being open and being creative and being weird, right? I'm also getting kind of a dark message, so trigger warning. There, how do I say it? I'm hearing alligator food. I don't like this message, Spirit. There's something here about if you are African American, right? If you're Black and you live in America, there's a culture around slavery, and I don't feel like it's my place to speak on this, but Spirit's really wanting me to speak on it. So please know I'm coming from the most humble, educational place when I speak on this, okay? This bag is by a Black designer, okay? She's incredible. But I'm getting here, like there's a message here about like this poverty mindset. It's a wounding on your lineage, because of it, like goes all the way back to like the slavery days, because I was getting like alligator bag. I don't know why this is coming through like this. I don't like this message, but there was a wounding, like a family curse, so on and so forth. But it's not really a curse, it's a wounding, where it was submissiveness and underestimating yourself is almost like beat into your lineage. Like, you can't trust that you are abundant. You can't trust in your personal power. You can't trust in yourself. But it's a lie. And I'm getting free woman back. Like, your ancestors were freed, right? Like, and if they weren't, I'm so sorry. But now I'm hearing that gospel song, take these chains up off my feet so I can dance. Lord, I want to praise you. I want to praise you. Okay, all right, nice. And now I'm seeing a statue of, it's a very famous statue. What is that statue called? There's a statue of these slave women. And they're doing this dance, but it's on a Sunday, and their chains are not shackled to their feet, and they're like dancing on top of the chains, and they're like doing this African dance where they're like going like this, and then the men are like kind of to the side because the women is empowered. This is like a very feminist, empowering bag, right? There's something here about like remembering that you are safe to be feminine, to be, oh God, I got chills. Oh, this is such a powerful message, like full on goosebumps. I don't know if you can see it, but I got goosebumps. Oh God, this is so powerful. Thank you, God, for using me for this message. Thank you, Spirit. And please know this comes from the most humble of places, okay? Because I know my little white ass doesn't know anything about this. Like, I might know logically, but I don't know this wound physically, okay? And I know that comes from a place of privilege. So I am so honored that Spirit is allowing me to channel this message for you. But there's something here about remembering who you are. Now I'm hearing Mufasa in The Lion King, where he comes in the clouds, Simba, remember who you are. You know, like, there's something here about like Black empowerment. Like, if you are a Black woman and you are watching pile number 3, you have found your damn pile. And girl, just know you are loved over here. Like, down bad. Like, I love y'all bad, okay? All right, so that being said, this isn't just for African American women, but I do get heavy, that energy here. So just like in pile number 1, there's like an energy for like, it's pile 1A and pile 1B. If you are not African American, but you felt very drawn to this pile, then that portion of the reading was for somebody else. Let's channel your reading. There's something here about like the wounding through the heart chakra, like and overcoming that and being open and being freed from that wounding resonates also with you. Now let's pull some, I can't remember if I did, oh yeah, we did do family lineage. There's like a poverty mindset here. What is that about? Whew, fuck, that was a powerful message. Like, wow. I keep hearing that song, take these chains up off my feet so I can dance. Lord, I want to praise you. I'm going to praise you. I haven't heard that song in forever. Okay, the artist. Interesting. Okay, the Hangman in reverse, the art. So this, the Queen of Wands, interesting. Okay, there's a patriarchal figure here that is blocking somebody's blessings, but I feel like they are this close to a breakthrough. They are this close through a breakthrough. Like, I'm getting like altar calls. Like, I'm getting real Pentecostal up in here. Like, I was raised Pentecostal. So I'm getting like, I'm seeing people like do an altar call and they've been like freed of the energy, and like I don't even resonate as being Christian anymore, but this is the energy that I'm seeing. I'm seeing like somebody like hit their knees and they like release something, and then I see somebody like running through the aisles, like I'm seeing praise dancing. I'm seeing like excitement. I'm seeing like the first statue that I was seeing, like I want to say it's like voodoo, but not in like the way that like media portrays voodoo, because it's a closed practice. So I am, once again, I'm speaking it's closed practice. I do not practice voodoo, but from what I understand of it, it's not a super low vibrational like religion or spiritual practice. It's actually quite high vibrational, right? And hoodoo is like the herbalism within it. But I'm seeing like that dance, and like it's like a celebration of femininity and like just like personal power. I'm seeing just the celebration and this connection with ancestors. And I'm seeing now like Santa Muerta, like once again, close practice. Like I'm seeing like a deep rooted spiritual practice. And for some of you, it's Christianity, and for some of you, it's like hoodoo, voodoo, Santa Muerta, or it could be Hinduism, it could be whatever, right? But I'm seeing like this deeply rooted spiritual practice, even right behind. Okay, I'm gonna just turn around for a second. Even right behind where I'm filming, there is a painting of Pan and like wood nymphs like dancing around a fire. Like I'm seeing like deeply rooted like spiritual practices here. 555 on the clock, and like returning back to your roots, like, and you liberating not just yourself, but like I'm hearing like clearing like ancestral debt. Like this is a deep message, y'all. This is like God, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. But there's a hesitancy here. Like somebody's an artist, right? Like hands down, you're an artist in some way, right? You are the creative of your own life, but you're pausing because of a patriarchal figure. This could be a father, this could be a grandfather, this could be, it's a masculine energy, but that's energy, not body parts. Like there is a stern, logical, masculine, like you can't be like that, right? From the Queen of Wands, she's a witch bitch, right? She's a witch bitch. She's passionate, she's creative, she's an artist, she's spiritual, she's divinely guided. I'm seeing that, yeah. Stepping away from this wounding. But there's a tendency to cling here. Like you're clinging, and I'm hearing that you're on the precipice of something really great, and you're stepping out of this poverty mindset, and your girls, and I hear your spirit guides are going to be there to celebrate and sing along with you. And I'm getting that this is supposed to be upright. It's coming out sideways because you haven't quite made a decision in your spirit. Four of Wands also. So you are on the precipice, right? Of happy marriage, victory, like everything you ever wanted. But you have to release the expectations of others. There's something like, okay, so the whole intention behind this reading is what's in the bag for you. I feel like for pile number 3, it's not quite in the bag for you yet because you haven't made the definitive decision yet to be free. You haven't released yourself yet of those heart wounds. You need to do some shadow work. You need to do like some deep ritual, some cord cutting, I'm almost hearing like a rage ritual. Like, so a rage ritual, like an easy way you can do this is like, you get a pillow and you get a broom and you just beat the ever living shit out of that pillow and you just scream, just, you know, fuck you for this and that, and you know, how dare you, you know, tell me that I'm less than, how dare you tell me that I can't be enough, how dare you, like, get it out, okay? Because like you are on the precipice of something so powerful in this beautiful, creative, liberated, free life where you're celebrating. There's something here about not feeling lovable. But look, baby, you got a Knight of Cups coming. Like there's somebody that's going to hold your heart, that's going to love you, right? And you can move on from this. You can move forward. Yes, God. Yes, because, honey, you are divinely guided. You are the high priestess. I was telling you, I'm getting witch bitch energy. I'm getting, like, clearing ancestral lines. I'm getting, like, for some of y'all, okay, fuck, why did I keep coming back to slavery and black people? Okay, so for some of y'all, I know this is such a touchy subject, but for some of y'all, your lineage lost their spiritual practices, right? Because of slavery and stuff, you were forced to convert to Christianity and all that, right? And there's something here about like returning back to your spiritual self, and that not only healing you, but healing your ancestral line. Like, you are breaking some serious chains here. Yeah, but it's hard work. But you got friends on the other side. Now I'm seeing that part in what's it called? Tiana, the frog, not the Frog Prince. What is that movie called? Tiana, the Frog Princess. I'm seeing that the friends on the other side, you've got some like powerful spirit guides, y'all. If you are African American and you've been thinking about practicing voodoo, but you've been indoctrinated with the belief that it's evil or it's low vibrational, it's not. It is a closed practice, but I mean, if you're black, it's open to you, obviously. Spirit's wanting you to return back to your indigenous roots in some way. Now, if you're not black or Hispanic or something, and this doesn't pertain to you, there's something here still for you, like little white girl, this can also be for you. Like, there's something here about like returning back to what your ancestors believed. Like, for me, it would be like the Celts, right? We know so little about the Celtic traditions because everything we've known is been deeply colonized. Like, everything tied into the Celts that you know nowadays has like Catholicism like woven into it. Like, all the pagan deities, like all the Roman and Greek goddesses and stuff, our temples were destroyed. Before Europeans colonized the rest of the world, we first colonized ourselves, right? And that's something that we as white people or people of European descent really need to get real with, right? Because we have a lot of spiritual work to do on ourselves. This is something that I've been working on deeply. We tend to make a lot of excuses, like, oh, well, I burn Palo Santo because, you know, that's just what they sell it in stores and this and the other. And it's like, well, that's kind of like a closed practice sort of thing. And I don't mean to get preachy or anything like this, but there's something here about like getting back to your spiritual roots might be difficult because nobody in your family does it, or the information might be kind of hard to find, especially decolonized, especially when it comes to the Celts. I'm really getting like Celtic ancestry for some reason for somebody. Interesting. All right, let's look in your bag. Let's see what's in the bag for you. Okay, so you got a chopstick here. So somebody might be of Asian descent. Okay, if so, then you definitely found the right pick. Sunglasses. So somebody's gonna have their hater blockers on. You're not gonna worry about like what other people say about you or do. You got your hater blockers on. You're like, bitch, please. Like, I don't see you. Like, come on now. Like, I feel like also like rose tinted glasses I'm getting. Like, life's gonna be really beautiful and really great. Like, if you make this decision to cultivate your spirituality and really heal your lineage, do the shadow work, like, you're gonna be well fed. I'm getting that with like the chopsticks. There's something also here about like a tactileness and a deliberateness, because now I'm seeing that scene in Mulan where Mulan is like picking up 1 grain of rice at a time. Like, it's a slow, methodical, like tactile approach, but it's worth it, right? You're gonna be agile. You're gonna be, what is this, Spirit? Help me to gain clarity on this message. I feel like pile number 3 is all over the place, and I am so sorry, but this is a deeply powerful message, okay? I'm getting like well fed, nourished. I'm getting, but there's like a tactile, like an agility here, like a gracefulness, but like it's not grace, it's practiced. What is this? Okay, let's see what else is in here. Ooh, Vivianite, which is my favorite stone. I call Vivianite zombie stone because this is often found around corpses or dead things, but it's not always. It's beautiful, like a glass-like stone. It's my favorite stone. But Vivianite is for spiritual growth and self-compassion, which is kind of what we're talking about, like an acceptance of who you are. So if you're Asian, right, it's like loving yourself, right? If you are Black, it's loving yourself. If you're white, it's loving yourself. Like there's something here about like a family line telling you to be submissive, telling you to, especially like a matriarchal, like masculine figure, telling you to, and that could also be like society, because I see like government and like society as like masculine energy. This is a very feminist pile, y'all. Like a very feminist pile, and I'm here for it. But this is about learning to love yourself. Like you get your body, your vessel. Like say for example, you're trying to lose weight, right? And you want, a girl on TikTok said, say for example, you want to look like a greyhound, right? Greyhounds are very long and slender and whatever, but you're a corgi, right? No matter how much weight you lose, you're not gonna look like a greyhound. You're just gonna look like a really sickly corgi, you know? I'm a pasty bitch. If I try to go out in the sun to get a tan, I'm gonna get skin cancer, right? But instead, I can embrace my ethereal pale skin, and it's ethereal. It's fae-like, angelic-like, right? If you have very deep melanated skin, honey, that is beautiful. You know, if you have afro hair, that is stunning. If you have smaller eyes, they're striking. I love like almond-shaped eyes. They're so pretty to me. Or like deep brown, almost black eyes, like onyx eyes are so just to me. But so many people hate on their brown eyes. They're like, I just have shit brown eyes. And it's like, no, baby. Brown eyes show the most light. Like they reflect light. They're gorgeous. Basically what I'm telling you is what you have, embrace it. Like if you have thin little lips, embrace them. If you have a cute little chubby cherub face, embrace it. If you have very fair skin, embrace it. If you have very dark skin, embrace it. If you have in between, embrace what you have. If you're curvy, baby, them curves are delicious. If you're skinny, baby, you look like a ballerina. Like embrace what God gave you, because honey, it's beautiful, it's decadent, it's lovely, and somebody else out there is wishing they looked like you. Like, end of story. Like, this is about, you're stepping into a time when you're truly going to learn to love yourself, and when you learn to love yourself, it's going to send you into a new dimension of prosperity, abundance, like just freedom. Okay, so this is a thank you card from Steven's brother's baby shower. So if you've been wanting to get pregnant, it's in the cards for you, baby. You're gonna have that baby. Like it's done. It's already, that spirit baby is already like, hey mommy, hey daddy, I'm coming home. Like it's in the card. So if you've been struggling with infertility, don't worry about it. You're gonna have that baby, okay? That is in the cards for you. Here's some money from Ethiopia, which is Africa. So if you're of African descent, or for some reason I'm getting the Ethiopian Bible is the first original Bible. So there's something here about like Christianity. There's also like a cougar or something here, like a leopard of some sort. and a gazelle. So yeah. And last but certainly not least, you've got the tarot card sticker. So if you have been wanting to get into tarot or spirituality or divination or something in some way, maybe it's in the cards for you, you are meant to get into the spiritual practice. I forgot that this sticker was even in here, and I channeled that whole thing about like hoodoo and voodoo and San Morta and like a spiritual practice, not like a religious like hierophant practice, but like a deeply intuitive, spiritual, kind of witchy, esoteric path. If you've been curious in that, not only is it meant for you, you are going to excel at it. That is your message. I hope you guys have a magical, wonderful, beautiful day. And if you enjoyed this reading, please like, follow, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know how you enjoyed this reading. It is not expected at all, but if you would like to leave a tip for me, the links are in the drop box. You are welcome to do that, but it's not expected at all. And I hope you guys have a magical, wonderful, beautiful day. Bye.